Hey, SMB family, it's Jed. Happy Monday. I hope everyone's having a great start of the week. Bitcoin, let's get to it because we are seeing some nice price action on Bitcoin. So, if you guys have followed the last mastermind, this is this was the TA, right? We evolved the daily uptrend and we mentioned that really we are supporting this weekly as the support, and if we want a bullish scenario to continue, Bitcoin will have to continue to respect this daily uptrend. And that's what it has been doing for the past week so far, to a point where now it's actually retesting the weekly. Okay, so the last time it really tested that weekly was earlier this week, and then back in July, and also back in June. So again, even though this is a weekly time frame, it's been tested numerous times on the daily time frame, and we all know that the more tests on a support or resistance, the weaker it gets. Okay, now here we are at the daily time frame. What you want to look out for here are more daily hard closes, which are green candles. So the more green candles on a smaller time frame, the more it's going to be bullish on a larger time frame, whether that be a 1 hour to the 4 hour, to the 4 hour to the 8 hour, 8 hour to the daily, etc., whatever. The same theory applies. The more hard closes, green candles, right, on smaller time frame will result in a green hard close candle on a larger time frame. It just increases its chances. So that's why UTA on all certain levels, depending you know what type of trader you are, what are you aiming for, right? So in this case, we're looking at the daily. It looks like it's actually supporting, as you guys can see here, this red candle is actually using the weekly as support. Little small bounce there. I mean, the daily literally just opened 2 hours ago, but it is using it as support, okay? Now, the more green hard closes again above this weekly, the increased chances of it actually continuing to move up straight up to 71K, okay? And again, the smaller moves make up the bigger moves. So that's why it's so important to, if you're going from the daily to the weekly, also go into the 4 hour, right? So really quick, let's just go on the weekly time frame to see we're not missing anything. So here we also have a very nice weekly uptrend that's also being respected on the weekly time frame. There's that weekly downtrend that it's finally breaking out of, and here you can see the weekly tests that's been tested so many times already, right? Now, where's the next weekly? Well, it's at this all-time high here at 71K. Well, the all-time high is really at 73, but the last swing high of the all-time high is 71.7K, and here you can even see these have been tested numerous times as well. Looks like Bitcoin is on its way to possibly wick above it, but wick above all-time highs, especially coming into the election, guys. It's November 5th. People are voting right now. New York was crazy. Massive support for Trump. He's been saying things about crypto too. I'm not gonna put it up in the air, but he mentioned that paying tax on Bitcoin is ridiculous. It's maybe he's hinting that there's no taxes on Bitcoin, right? Anyway, enough politics. Overall, Bitcoin does look really good. Just keep in mind that the dominance is also increasing, right? Finally have this weekly uptrend finally being tested, okay, which makes sense because we're breaking monthly, and these are the smaller moves that's going to make up the bigger move. So that's why we have these weekly levels. So it looks like it's on its way to retest this region up to high as this weekly resistance at 60% dominance. So we'll see how that goes. But if, as you see here, if it breaks above this, then it's going to 61%. And then if it breaks that, you can see this is that resistance zone here that, finally it may hit, very long from now. But we'll see. Maybe it may never happen. We'll have to see how these local resistances hold on the dominance chart. So for now, the higher this goes, the weaker these alts are against the Bitcoin pairs. So you'll see the Bitcoin pairs go down against Bitcoin. But yeah, that's just straightforward as that. And finally, DXY, we are finally seeing a red candle finally weekly close too, because this is on a weekly time frame. So I know there's still 4 days left, but man, hopefully we can continue to see this as a red candle, because this is the moment that we've been waiting for, right? this has been the weekly downtrend that we had marked a while back. Since June, we had these resistances marked a while back. Since July, we mentioned the bounce on the weekly going directly to the weekly here, and that's what it's doing. Here is a lot of resistance here. So I'm hoping we can see some resistance here, a drop here on DXY. That way, I mean, you can see, let me go back. So you can see, there's no other weekly support here, right? If we're playing with weeklies now, there's no other weekly support here, unless like down here, right? And if DXY were to fall in that region, that would definitely catapult Bitcoin into higher highs, most definitely, or at least a wicking past above all-time high at most. Okay, so exciting time, guys. As you guys see, a lot of these altcoins are moving, either in accumulation or they're slowly, in distribution. So now's your opportunity again to start strategizing in a case where, let's say, Bitcoin does volatile. There's a volatile drop in Bitcoin, that you're also ready to accumulate some of these altcoins, right? Especially while the Bitcoin dominance is increasing. So, yeah. So, very, very exciting time, guys. Just keep a close watch on the daily chart. In summary, just making sure we are hard closing, at least in this region here, above the weekly would be great. And that would result in a nice green weekly close on the weekly time frame here. So yeah, so if you guys have any questions, leave drop a comment down below, and I will see you guys on the altcoin update. Take care, everyone. Bye.